Well, good Christmas morning. Um, Gonna do a little bit of sourdough preparation. All of this dough was made last night and has been sitting out. I'm going to start by removing the damp kitchen towel from off of this. This is going to be sourdough English muffins. I'm not going to mess with this at all right now. I just wanted to show you that it's risen to about twice the size it was. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to do the rest of the preparation on this. I think I'm just going to stream for like 5 to 10 minutes to prep the other breads. But I will certainly post pictures of the process of this one here. So I'm going to move this out of the way and let it continue to rise. And we'll start with this one. And I'd like you to note, look at the size of those bubbles right there. Those are absolutely gorgeous bubbles there on that. And again, this has risen to about twice the size that it started. And there's my tea is ready, so I'm going to pull that out of the microwave. And just let that sit and steep for a minute. So, again, we're going to stretch and fold this. Then we're going to let it rise again for a little bit. Then we're going to put it in the refrigerator and heat up the oven. So for right now, I'll simply wet my hand and stretch and fold and stretch and fold and wet my hand because it's already getting a little sticky. Stretch and fold. And I want this to kind of be damp because I am going to try something different with this loaf of bread, something I haven't done before. I'm going to try to make it look a little more artesian by adding some seeds to the surface of it. And with that, I'm going to put it in a bread basket that's not necessarily a bread basket designed for raising bread, but I'm hoping it puts a little bit of texture on it. And I've lined the bread basket with some rice flour, and it will hopefully keep it from sticking to the basket. So I'm pretty pleased with this. Okay, what I want to do though, just so I can work this a little bit better, is I'm going to spray some oil. Just get a little olive oil here, so hold that out of the way. And pull it out of the way over here too. Okay. Wet my hand one last time. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't turn out to be a total mess. Up until now, I've just done my second proofing in the bowl by placing it right back into parchment paper. So we'll see how this is going to work out. Let me move this to the side and bring the basket into the view. So this is the basket I'm going to be using right here, and you can see it's lined well with rice flour. But I'm also going to take some pumpkin seeds, and these are raw pumpkin seeds, and sprinkle them throughout the basket. And I'm actually going to take the sesame seeds and sprinkle them right onto the bread, like that. And there we go. Now I think to avoid the sides sticking, I'm going to sprinkle some more rice flour onto this right now, because the sides, it was hard to get the rice flour to stick to it. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of rice flour over sides. Now when this comes out of here, I will flip it over into a piece of parchment paper. So hopefully I don't have anything sticking here. Thinking about setting something in one end, maybe a piece of foil to keep it a round shape on this. Nah, we'll see. I might be able to just push it back into a round shape afterwards. So that's it for this one. And hopefully all those seeds stick well. Some may not, but that's okay. And hopefully it doesn't stick to the basket. Now I'm going to let this rise for about an hour. Then I'm going to flip it over into parchment paper and put it in the refrigerator for a little bit while I heat up the oven. So that's it for this one. Now this is not a proper Bannington, so I have it in a tray in another cooking pan basically, so that the flour doesn't leak all over the place when I'm moving it around. Now for this one, the next one, I'm going to prepare this the way I usually do. Basically, I'm going to line a bowl with parchment paper. It's not cooperating. That's okay. When the bread goes in, it will be fine. So again, we're just going to do the stretch and pull again. I think I'll rinse my rice flour hands clean. Just a little stretch and fold. Stretch and fold. Now this one I don't think I'm going to put anything on. Just going to leave this regular. So these will be available for Christmas dinner or to take home as a Christmas gift this evening. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Now again, I'm going to go ahead and coat it with a little bit of rice flour before I put it into this. In the past, I've actually sprayed the parchment paper with a little bit of the spray oil, but I'm just going to try it with just a little rice flour this time. So there's a sprinkling of rice flour, maybe a little bit on the parchment paper. Okay, so again, gonna let this rise for about an hour. I'll take these corners and cut them off. And I'm guessing I really should work on the sourdough English muffins, but I don't know. I think I'll call it quits for this time right now. Merry Christmas to everyone. Ride her out.